role the best way they told me to play it.
Mm.
You know what I mean? My mama sent me here to get our check and go back home, and we can talk about each other now. You know what I mean? I laugh at what I did fucked up, and if I fucked up or however it be, right. I'm gonna do that at, you know what I mean, while I'm taking that check to the bank.
Hey, what it do, what the business is?
It is another week in the books with the OndeckTV Podcast. I am Spike Lou.
Man, holla at your boy Animal Brown, Animal_Brown if you're looking for me on Instagram and Twitter.
I am Spike Lou on the same social streets. I heard you got that TikTok cracking out there.
Hey, listen, I seen the funniest TikTok video of all time, and I am so close to setting up an account. I might do it after this show.
Fairly entertaining.
It is. I see. So yours is ready to go. You got your dance moves.
But it's fairly entertaining, the clips I've seen. Not doing any dance moves at all. Very special episode we got for you guys today, though. First of all, a correction to the lead-in of last week's show. We said the pandemic was over. That is not true. Shout out to Sean Walsh. You said it was over as well. Don't try to throw me out there by myself. No, the pandemic is not over. People have been conducting themselves as if it is, though. We were just speaking to that fact, the Atlanta streets. But we definitely want people to stay safe out there, mask up, and make sure they do what they're supposed to prevent the spread of what's going on.
Absolutely, man. But you said it. Very special episode today.
Hello.
Who? Oh,
said hello.
Man, today we discussed Tyson and Boosie. We discussed Jay-Z's new legal marijuana strain. And we get to chop it up with our guy, CUB, CookUpBoss from Nashville, man. It's a very interesting interview.
Absolutely, man. He's going to walk us through the art of the troll, man, and tell us how he got from where he was to where he is now. And you've probably been seeing him on those internet streets. And also, man, we're going to talk about T.I. versus Jeezy. Their brand new versus just dropped. First and foremost, let's get to that.
Absolutely, man. So T.I. turned down the Busta Rhymes invite. Busta Rhymes was online making his pitch to be a contender in the versus battle against Mr. King of the South. T.I. turned that down politely, but did accept Jeezy's invitation. So we now have it set next month. Versus season 2 is Jeezy versus T.I. We've got plenty of time to get to that and preview it and all that shit. But I want to know, did T.I. run from the Busta smoke, or did that matchup just not make sense?
I seen a lot of rhetoric out there that the King of the South was running from this smoke. You listen to this podcast, you know that's my guy. I'm here to defend T.I. Absolutely not. He was not running from any smoke from Busta Rhymes. It just doesn't make sense due to the generational gap. And one of my buddies called me. He was like, man, but they's 8 years apart. Okay, that's fair. Busta Rhymes' first album came out in 1991 with Leaders of the New School. That's a whole decade before T.I.'s first I'm Serious album dropped in 2001. So while they may be close in age, I think it's 41 for T.I., 48 for Busta Rhymes. I don't think just from a hip hop chronological standpoint that it makes any sense at all. Busta Rhymes got hits. Big hits. T.I. got big hits. It could make sense if they were in the same era, but being that T.I. just came 10 years later from Busta Rhymes, and it just doesn't make a lot of sense to put those two and pair that music together, in my opinion.
I agree. It doesn't make sense. We want to try our best to match up regions or styles at least. And Busta Rhymes and T.I., it doesn't make sense the same way that Jeezy and T.I. does. At least they're related. They're pretty much in the same era. We saw this with Snoop and DMX. A lot of people complain that Snoop was from a different era than DMX. Snoop first album came out in 93. DMX first album came out later in 98. So a couple of people were like, Snoop got a couple years head start on him because there were hits between 93 and 98. Crazy ones. Classics before DMX was even heard of. So a lot of people thought that was a little bit unfair. But with the Busta Rhymes and T.I. now, I will say this, though. But based off of what Busta Rhymes was doing on IG, this slick would have been entertaining though, because Busta Rhymes has actually been pretty entertaining these last couple of days, trolling T.I. He and Fat Joe were he and Ha-Han on IG Live, and it was entertaining. They were talking big boy shit, and I like that energy right there. However,
he had T.I. on the phone too. Did you see that?
I didn't see that though.
Yeah, he had T.I. on the phone. They were joking on each other back and forth. So that was
okay. Cool. I like that energy right there, because I seen Busta talking big dog shit. He has a nice catalog of music. I get it. He was talking big boy shit. We're just gonna have to find another matchup for him. All right, T.I. Jeezy makes way more sense. We put a poll up on Instagram. Which one would you rather see, T.I. Busta Rhymes or T.I. Jeezy? It was 95% T.I. Jeezy. The streets have spoken. We got the right battle. I can't wait for it.
Yeah, absolutely. And this should be very entertaining. Like you say, you try to match matchups, you try to match styles. It's some sort of relevant of them being together. And even with DMX and Snoop, though it was just 5 years, it's the dog thing. You can kind of tie that in, True. The battle of the dogs. There's absolutely no reason to put T.I. and Busta Rhymes in the same room other than we both rap. And I think you need a little bit more than that to make it entertaining, to make it good, or people want to see it that wouldn't normally turn in. You need a tune-in factor. With Jeezy and T.I., you got that tune-in factor. You got trap music battling. You got Jeezy, who would say he's the pioneer of it. You got T.I., who would say he coined the phrase of it. So you're probably going to have a lot of slick talk. These guys are friends. They're a little competitive banter going back and forth. I would expect to see that. So this should be really good, man. And as far as a prediction on it, you want to do an episode on it later, or you want to get into what you think is going to happen?
Because first of all, that's one thing that let me down. Mm-hmm. The date for the battle is, nigga, we're going to have a new president by the time the
December,
goddamn
what?
battle happens.
Was it November or something?
Yeah, it's like November, like 18th. I was like, what? What is a movie?
What is Jeezy doing right there that he can't do a versus battle tomorrow?
Why is this not this week? I don't understand.
It should be tomorrow, please, and thank you.
So we got time to break down and analyze it, man. I thought it was funny that Busta Rhymes openly stuck his neck out there to try to get in this, and it didn't work. But he thinks he's slick. I know what he's trying to pull. His album comes out Friday. Busta Rhymes has a new
promo.
Yes. So we know how Instagram is the new promo. We're not spending no money on marketing. We're just going to hop on live and talk shit, and it's going to go viral. And my name is going to be in Google searches from now until my album comes out, because without Busta Rhymes saying anything about T.I. in this battle, we wouldn't be talking about his ass right now, and major blogs wouldn't be talking about him right now. But he does have an album coming out. It's got a lot of guest appearances, including Kendrick Lamar. So that should be interesting to hear.
This is the album that I think Ninth Wonder or someone said it was going to be a classic. You remember they were about 2 years ago, they were talking about that Busta Rhymes album that's supposed to be a classic album. It's going to be 5 mics if it was back in the day. You remember that?
I don't, but Ninth Wonder or whoever said that lied to all of us.
Extinction
Level Event is the name of it.
Yeah, he said this is supposed to be like a classic album. You know, no way you believe that?
No, I don't believe that. I'm gonna listen to it though, but I'm not a Busta Rhymes. I'm the wrong person to ask about Busta Rhymes.
That's a fact. Yeah, I definitely wasn't a Busta Rhymes fan. Moving on, Mike Tyson has a podcast. It's called Hot Boxing, and if you've seen the clips online this week, you seen my boy Lil Boosie stopped in to chop up game with him. Now, there was a lot of rhetoric on the internet about Lil Boosie getting sunned and not having that same energy when he went to go talk to Tyson that he usually has. Animal Brown, my question to you is this. Do you think Boosie got chin checked by Tyson in the hot box?
He didn't get sunned. He got Mike Tyson.
Oh, my God.
Hey.
Ting.
Now, first of all, so the subject at hand was Boosie's comments about D-Wade's kid, and of course, those went viral. The come on, dog, and all of that. We all know about that. So he was questioning him about that, and I don't think he got chin checked by Mike Tyson. I think this is all part of the brand and the marketing of the show. Great podcasts are about moments, and when you have somebody like Mike Tyson, who is perceived to be a little off-hinged, maybe
Rough around the
reformed,
edges.
who knows? But he's Iron Mike. He at one point in time, and maybe still is the baddest motherfucker alive. So you get moments of him asking tough questions and then cutting people off and doubling down on those questions when the
Like,
person
what you
tries
want to
to
do?
answer, and you get tense moments that are made for shit like this. They got the nice black and white footage on YouTube. Like, it's a nice crisp look. They got the close-ups on Boosie trying to answer and shit. All of this is gold. He did the same thing to TK Kirkland not too long ago. That also was gold. This is just good content. Nothing's gonna happen. Nobody's gonna swing on Mike Tyson. Well, absolutely nobody's swinging on Mike Tyson, but Mike Tyson's not gonna swing on a guest. None of this is about to happen. It's just good content for consumption. I'm here for it, but no, let's not be too serious. He didn't check him.
Amazing content. Amazing content. Did you watch the interview?
I watched about half of it.
You
I
watched
didn't
half of
finish.
it? You seen the intro like you seen it on YouTube?
Yeah.
Now, it was good content in the sense of I don't really never get to see Lil Boosie sit down and talk like that, especially with someone like when he first walked in the room. It was like, man, nigga, this is a bucket list moment for me.
Yeah, it's respect.
Like, this is like I had the punch out game. So I thought that was interesting in the fact of people took some of those clips and online I seen, oh, he doesn't have that same energy when he ain't the alpha male in the room, or he doesn't have that same energy with Mike Tyson that he
Nigga,
do
nobody
on
has
IG
any energy
Live.
with Mike Tyson. What are you talking about?
Exactly. And even like when you're on IG Live and you're performing as Boosie does on his IG Live, it's a different type of energy you need to have. I think both of them were very clear in this interview what the intent and the purpose of it was. Boosie was there to pick up information. And Tyson is there in the whole, like you said, even with TK, we seen when Joe Budden was on there, like he's giving you information just from what you've seen. Tyson banks on the fact that so many motherfuckers are scared of me being the baddest motherfucker alive. I'm gonna get you in here and I'm gonna be vulnerable as shit. Like he led that conversation with Boosie talking about how he was a scared, petulant child, and that was the reason that he treated everybody the way that he did, because he got hit in his mouth by somebody else.
Yep.
So I think some people I've seen take the wrong things from it. As far as it being a check from Boosie, like you said, I think it was a really good conversation that needs to happen more. And it was good to see someone like Boosie, who you do see performing most of the time. Like it's a performance. Even though it's IG lives where you think you're getting the inside or behind the scenes, look, that's a performance. You got to see him be just a regular person, because somebody in that room was bigger than him. Somebody in that room that he looked up to, somebody in that room that he respected was giving him game. And Mike Tyson was dropping some shit on there. Like I didn't even know that, with the exception of some clips and random episodes that I checked out, I didn't even know he got that deep. Like I'm gonna start listening to this based off some of the stuff that I seen, and just the intro of the interview when I seen him introduce himself to Boosie, and he was asking like, "Who are you?" And Boosie tried the old shit. Well, oh, nigga, I'm from the hood. Like, nah, bro. Like, nah, we not talking about like who are you for real. Like that was striking coming from Mike Tyson. And I agree with you in the sense of like great content. Like, dude, ever since that Broadway play that Mike Tyson did where he did the stool by himself, ever since then, like he been putting out fire ass content. Like that's on, I believe it's on HBO. His Broadway play was like I Am Mike Tyson or some shit like that, where he's sitting there like just talking on the stool for an hour. But it's probably the most fascinating shit that you're gonna see, just because of how open he is and how real he is about his career. So I applaud Mike Tyson for this interview, for what he's doing in the space. Like he getting it in.
Agreed. And to a certain extent, I know you're saying that Boosie is performing when he's on IG Live. Is Mike not performing just a little bit when he's pressing Boosie about these questions? Because at the end of the thing, he said he agreed with him. He just said, "Who am I to speak on it, though?" So he's putting on a little bit. We know cameras are on and mics are hot.
We do. I think that more so for Mike Tyson, he's been performing his whole life with the boxing shit. Fact. And he alluded to it a little bit on Joe Rogan when I listened to him. He's just like, I feel like it's a mask, or it has been a mask. And I think that when he does his podcast, this is the least performative that he is. Like he's vulnerable, he's open. One, because it's easy to be that way around other men when you are the ultimate alpha. Like you said, no one's going to walk in a room with Mike Tyson and be like, I could whoop his ass, even at 50. No. So you can be, that's why I don't think it's a performance. You can be as vulnerable, as open, as transparent, because like at the end of the day, what a nigga going to say? Like, you gonna make fun of Mike Tyson for telling you he cried outside because he was, you know what I'm saying, thinking about some shit that you wouldn't have cried about?
Right.
No, it's gonna be an awkward pause because Mike Tyson told you he cried, and if you laugh, snicker, or anything, I'm gonna hold it right here for a minute to have a reason to go in on you and take out this frustration. So I think that he does it very deliberately, like to see what people at with it. Like, are you up here playing with me? And if you up here playing with me and not taking this serious, then I'm gonna go in on you.
People love drama, boy. Anybody think they getting checked, that footage gonna fly across the world 3,000 times on IG, boy.
It's just a good conversation, man.
Yeah, as a whole, and hopefully people didn't just stop at the IG 60-second clip and they went and checked out the entire joint. Facts. Hopefully. Moving on, man. New book alert. All right. Facts. 50 Rappers Who Changed the World by Candace McDuffie. Super dope concept. I'm getting straight to it. My question is, who should be number one on this list? 50 rappers who changed the world.
I don't think this book is in list format, but we're going to do it on deck style and give you who should be number one. My opinion, 100% is Tupac. That's the right answer. There is no other answer. The most famous rapper. I feel like I've said this here before, and it may just be because I'm in this era, and people in the era before me may say it. People in the era after me probably say it's Lil Wayne. Every rapper that I've ever seen had some semblance of Pac in them. If it's the tattoo, if it's a bandana, if it's like way that they try to approach situations, not even just from a physical, but even just rap or just their approach to the game. I feel like at least 95% of rappers are influenced by Tupac in some way. So I would put that in the sense of changing the world and being the most influential rapper ever.
I can respect that, and I refuse to argue with that. It's tough. I checked some of the book out. She does not necessarily list them in any type of order, but I had to do it by decade because to me it's impossible. I don't know how you could say one person. So I'm not decade. I'm doing it by era. So if I had to say 90s, I would say Dre. If I had to say 2000s to 2010, I have to say Wayne or Jay. That's really close. And in 2010 to present is Drake. All three of those people changed the sound of hip hop as we know it at the time. And just like with everything else, shit evolves. You look at basketball, you look at the dunk contest now versus in 84. With the shit they were doing in 84 was revolutionary. You look at it now and that shit happens in game. So that's why I say it's tough for me to compare eras and just choose one, even though I'm not mad at the Pac. That's definitely a top tier answer. That again, there's no argument for me, but I had to go by era. And by era, I'm going Dre, Wayne, or Jay, and Drake.
You know why Pac is the right answer over all of them? Because he getting off in all of those eras. Pac can get off right now today. He could have got off 10 years ago. He could have got off 20 years ago as he did, and he could have got off 10 years previous. Pac is the only rapper I feel like that could have did that. Maybe
Jay
Wayne
got something to say because Jay was here in the 90s, 2000.
Jay couldn't pop when Pac was around.
Yes,
like you wouldn't dare. I wouldn't dare listening to no Jay-Z when Tupac was alive. Nigga, are you serious?
Stop. You got put on him in the 90s, bro. You got put him on the 90s. Stop.
Who?
You got put on Jay, and Hard Rock Life was in the 90s, bro.
No, I didn't. I got put on
Jay.
You know
Hard Knock Life?
Yeah, Hard Knock Life. So what I'm saying is I'm not listening to Jay-Z when Pac was around. Pac was dead.
That is true.
That's what I'm talking about. What are you saying?
Okay.
I did get put on him at night. I'm saying if Pac had been alive, I wouldn't have been listening to that because Jay wouldn't have been cool. The only reason I got put on to Jay-Z because I'm like, hey, it's this new cool nigga from up north. He be spitting. My boy Joe Vaughn put me on there. And he wouldn't have been able to get that cool is my point if Pac was still around applying pressure on him. So I don't think that he could have got off in Pac era. Meanwhile, Pac getting off in any era.
That's tough.
Even this sangy-songy era with Drake.
That's a big what if. We've always wondered that. What would Jay be if Pac was still alive? What would Jay be if Big was still alive? That's always been the big what if. Would he have hit the pinnacle of his career like he did if Pac was still around. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I can't say. He's too cold and too talented and too good at what he do to not be successful though. And he got the business mind to go with it too. It's tough for me to be like, he would have been Mike Geronimo. I can't do that. I can't do him.
Well, it was a different climate though. I ain't saying the nigga would have been Mike Geronimo. I'm saying he wouldn't have been Jay-Z. Like there was a lane that opened up when Big and Pac died for Jay-Z to be Jay-Z that I'm just not sure if that lane would have opened.
That's true.
Like, not to say that Jay's not talented, but you like rap is about opportunity and like shit. I'm not sure if that opportunity would have been the one that would have been there for Jay if they were alive.
Life is about opportunity. It all applies. That's a fact.
Absolutely.
One thing it's butterfly effect shit. Like one thing has to happen for something else to occur. This is very true. I think he would have got there eventually though.
Yeah, that I agree with. Just maybe not as soon or maybe not as big.
That's a fact.
Last, before we get out of here and talk to our man CUB, we want to talk about the upcoming election. Make sure you guys go vote if you see it. Do that. Joe Biden released a battle rap campaign ad featuring DNA and Charlie clips. Let me ask you a question, man. Is this cool or corny?
Hey, boy, when you're talking cool versus corny, there is a very thin line, the slimmest of lines when it comes to shit like this. When you mix in hip hop and politics, when you mix in hip hop and mainstream, especially something that's anti-mainstream like battle rap. I watched the ad and two things that make this cooler than cornier. Number one, both of them niggas was ripping the shit. Like, them two rapping ass dudes. DNA is cold. Charlie Clips is cold. So what they were saying was super. Like they were barring each other up. And the second thing that makes it okay was that one person was playing the advocate for Joe Biden and for voting, period. And then the second person was playing the skeptic. So they showed both sides, and it wasn't just a Joe Biden dick riding contest. So that's why I'm saying I'm gonna go ahead, and then plus it's getting people to vote for whatever it is. It's getting people active in politics, at least paying attention to what's going on. So for those reasons, I'm gonna say it's cool. Although I was skeptical before I hit play, I ain't gonna lie.
Corny. I don't understand the pandering part of it. I mean, I understand it, but I just don't agree with it. Joe Biden can spend his time doing like much better things than I just don't understand who's gonna capture or be brought in from this. I don't think that, and I may be wrong, but niggas that listen to battle rap, I don't think that they're going out to vote now just because they seen that these niggas on here rapping about Joe Biden.
No, it's no, time out. Hold on. Everything that's marketing and pandering are two different things. You have to market you have to market to the demographic that you're talking to if you're a presidential candidate. You have to do that if you're Coca-Cola. So you're not pandering because you have Travis Scott in your commercial. You're marketing to a specific audience. That's not necessarily pandering.
In that case that you just explained, you may be correct. In this case, you're pandering, in my opinion, because it's not marketing towards a specific audience. It's just trying to get a conversation, not about what you're doing towards a specific audience. Joe Biden can have conversations with that group of people that he's trying to reach without it being battle rap. And when I say it's pandering, I wonder where did it come across to him or his campaign or the people that were making decisions? Is this the way that they should have went with it? And the reason I say that because he had conversations with people who actually had plans and things that he could have addressed, and those people were told to wait. But instead, I want you to go rap about coming to vote because it's going to help me, and I think it's going to get me put in the White House. I think that's pandering.
He first of all, and then also the tone of the commercial worked. It wasn't just man, vote for Biden. He's gonna save the hood. Like it wasn't on that like fantasy land shit. It was a little more real. The conversation between them two was more realistic than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be vote for Joe Biden. He's gonna save, Black America. It wasn't that, bro. Like that. So I can't.
Well, that's what I mean when I say pandering, though. You framing a battle rap as a conversation is whack to me.
Not
like that's whack. That's whack to me because that's not
pandering. It can be whack.
Yes, it is pandering because when you're having those type of conversations about those type of things, you're not doing it in a battle rap form. Like that doesn't happen. So why would you frame it? Why would you frame it that way to try to pander to people to come pay attention to what you're saying? Have a normal conversation with people. And the reason that I say
commercials too, though. They
have those commercials. They also won't have normal conversations. The only reason that I'm saying that is because it's happened where they're like, well, we don't want to have a conversation, but we'll put this commercial out to make you think that we're riding with what you got going on. That's pandering.
But that's what commercials do. Commercials are 60-second clips of your conversation because I don't have time to go around the world and talk to everybody. That's what a clip is. That's what a commercial is.
Right. But if that's the way that you're choosing to speak to a certain demographic that's requesting a lot more, then I feel like that's pandering.
That's one of the ways.
Level stuff.
It's one of the ways. It's not the only way.
It's the only way that they've chosen. Like that's one of the only ways that they've chosen when it comes to those type of people. Like if someone's ready or willing to have a normal conversation, that's been delayed. But hey, if you guys will get up here and rap for me, I'll let you talk for me. That's pandering.
No, they've had conversation. You're acting as if he's been in a bunker and the only time you've seen an ad was two niggas rapping. That's not true.
No. That's not what I'm saying either. Don't put words in my mouth. All I'm saying is when he's been requested to have conversations or
requested by who? You talking about like Ice Cube? What are you talking about? Ice
Cube, whoever's requested to have a conversation. Ice Cube isn't the only one. What I'm saying is if there's information or a demographic that he's trying to get, there's a lot more effective or a better way that is looked in battle rapping or strippers. You're telling me that because people are watching commercials and they may be attracted to this, that this is a good idea. I don't think that that's a good idea. That's pandering. That's being dismissive of a demographic of people that need something from you. And you're telling them, hey, sing and dance and watch this and then just worry about the rest later. Let us handle that. That's how I take it.
And if it was a commercial with two people in a barbershop talking to him, then it would be, and it's a 60-second commercial. What difference? How far along do you get in that?
That's how real life conversations happen. In barbershops, people have conversations. People don't battle rap to get stuff accomplished, dude.
No, it's not necessarily get anything accomplished. It's to get a message.
Well, if I'm trying to,
but people make music to get messages across.
Joe Biden doesn't make music.
That's why he got two niggas that rap. What are we talking about? Joe Biden's not rapping in the commercial. Did you watch the commercial?
Joe Biden's not rapping. You're trying to be funny. I'm trying to be for real. Like
Joe Biden didn't rap, dude. Yeah, he got two niggas that rap to get the message across.
Did I mistake? Did you mistake me for saying that Joe Biden did rap? Because that's not what I said. I'm asking you, how is it a cool thing to do for him to put those people that were rapping as opposed to having a conversation? You're being dismissive of it because you may feel like you feel, but I feel differently.
Though.
But you can't say
what debates are for.
Yeah, but he's not having debates with those people that were battle rapping. My point is the people that want to have a important conversation with him about different things, he's put that off. He doesn't want to have the conversation. But I still want to pander to those people and have them vote for me and act like I'm paying attention by rapping it in a battle rap commercial.
Yeah, I understand that. I just don't think it's pandering. I just think he's marketing.
Right, so we disagree on it.
Because if you take the same message and you put it in, first of all, presidential candidates have ads, correct? Or am I tripping? They have ads. Some of them are 30 seconds. Some of them are 60 seconds. They're not going to solve the world's issue, no matter what the ad is related to, healthcare, schooling. They're not going to solve those issues in the ad, but they still exist, though. That's correct. Now, if you want to do the ad where he's nigga in slow-mo coming off of Air Force One, talking to kids in the school, and it pans over to another clip of him doing something in Iraq. If you want to do it that way, cool. If you want to do it with 3 niggas in a barbershop talking this way, cool. If you want to do it with 2 niggas rapping, cool. If you want to do it, there's 100 different ways to do the same thing. So I don't understand why one would be pandering and none of the others would. That's what I'm saying.
I don't get that. There's 100 different ways to put out a message. Of course, you can make 100 different commercials. But you're telling me that these 2 dudes are having conversations about, well, why you shouldn't vote and why you should, or presenting whatever they presenting for Joe Biden or against him. You're framing it as if it's an important conversation. Putting that in battle rap, to me, is pandering. Now, you're talking about political ads and barbershops and different things of that nature. I'm not sure how that ties in.
They're all ads.
People make commercials.
Is how they tie in.
Right. So
They're
people make commercials, and people make commercials pander to certain groups of people. Is that what you're saying?
Everything is pandering. That's what I'm asking.
No, I'm telling you that people do pander in commercials. There's not anything wrong with it. The approach of pandering that they're taking is battle rap. I disagree with when there have been other methods to do so. You're right. You can talk in a barbershop. You can have airplanes flying across. You can have a bald eagle on there. I don't care. All of those ads are targeted to hit people. I do agree with that. This ad was targeted to hit people. But when you say that they're having a conversation and putting information out there of why this should happen and why that should happen, I don't see those other ads doing that. So I disagree with the pandering. I feel like that it is. Like, I don't see the bald eagle ad commercial telling people to make America great and going into policy about Donald Trump. But if you're telling me that these guys with Joe Biden are telling you why you should vote and stuff like that, then there's a more serious conversation that needs to be had as opposed to them right there battle rap.
Yeah. The Trump got the ads with the shit too. But if you're considering all of that pandering, then that makes sense. Then then that makes sense.
It don't matter that it's Joe Biden. I'm not speaking here for Trump or Biden. I think that all of it would be.
I got you. That's where I was thrown off at. That makes sense. Let's get to our boy CUB. Very entertaining rapper, man. Social media presence, super heavy. And hey, don't forget to pick up some of these gems he's dropping in here too, though. Like, let's see if you can pick them up, man. Let's check out. I got CUB interview coming up right now. Hey, man, we are back. It's your man Animal Brown checking in.
And I am Spike Lewis, another one for the books. I promise you, this one's going to be epic.
Hey, man, we told you we had a special guest in the building, man. None other, Mr. Shife Life.
Hello.
Hello.
CUB, what's popping, bro?
Man, not too much, man. This up here, you know what I mean? Getting off, you know what I mean? I'm trying to be recession-proof, baby. Corona-proof one. You know what I mean?
Most definitely, man. Hey, man, you be causing hell on Instagram, man. We had to get you on here and get your perspective on a couple things.
Why, certainly. You know what I mean? Ask away.
Let's get into it, man. Tell me first and foremost, how the Sick of You Sunday started?
I started Sick of You Sunday off of these fucking rappers, bro. Right here, where we from. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
These rappers just be doing so much shit that's not proper. And you know how you got your friends all the time to sit there and tell you that's cool. Mm-hmm. But the nigga that's supposed to tell you that ain't cool, you mad at him for telling you, hey, that ain't cool. So after they got mad at me so much, we're gonna do it to them like they like it. You know what I mean? They like taking shit to the internet. So I just figured, shit, I might well just take it on to the internet. You know what I mean? I was sick of it. I was just sick of the bullshit going on.
You consider that trolling, man? Some would consider that trolling because you go in.
Man, it's the best form of trolling. They shouldn't take it no other way. Listen. If that's what trolling is, I'm the definition of that shit, man. You hear me? Because I'm trolling everybody.
When did people start paying attention, man? Like for real, for real. I seen Shaq was talking to you, and like when did it start to take off like that?
Man, you know when it took off, nigga, when that Buck niggas got to playing with that punk. You know I went crazy on now. Man, I missed the viral with that thing.
Now you did go viral with that. You went in. Let me ask you this. And I ain't even just talking about with the butt situation, but just in general.
In general,
do you worry about any backlash from going in on people? I know what you said the other day when you was going in. You said you got to send your best goons. So do you worry?
I promise you do. I promise you do.
Do you ever worry about? Do you ever ask yourself, now, Cooker, man, I ain't gonna say this, man, or do you just be like, fuck it, I'm going in?
No, man, fuck that shit, man. I thought that. Listen. You remember when the internet first came out, you can be whoever the fuck you wanted to be. Mm-hmm. You ain't have to know if they was really lying or telling the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Now they done made it so much, the fabrication, the nigga that's telling the truth on the internet gonna get the most attention. Because I'm tired of you lying to me. You see what I'm saying? That's basically what it is. So
is that
I
what
can go ahead and say what the hell I want to say anyway?
Is that what make the trap great again and stemmed in? You tired of motherfuckers lying, you trying to get it back to how it used to be.
Boy, you know how to say, you know how to shape it up real good, boy. Hey, boy, you shaped that up. I like it that, you hear me? Get what?
That's
what
on the city. I got you, brother.
What you said?
Got you.
Yeah. For sure. Hey, still, how you link up with Shaq though, man? Y'all had like a bet going on or something?
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? He tried to fade me on now. Bet me I can't get. We're in LA, right? He tried to fade me 100,000. You know what I mean? I can't get no blue check. You know, like I'm a regular guy.
Shit. Yeah.
I was trying to tell him, listen, CookUp has surpassed where they thought I was at. You see what I'm saying? That's what killed them. That's the part that hurt it most of them feelings, right? Yeah, I'm getting the gold plaque this week too. I forgot about that. I forgot to tell them that part too. I'm gonna tell them on y'all show.
Where you getting the gold plaque from?
Gold plaque this week, huh?
Where you getting the gold plaque from?
Echoes, me and Jelly Roll.
Nice. That's what's up.
Nice. Now tell me, I've been knowing about you for a minute. What made you get into music? I know in your rant the other day too, you said you done made more money rapper than most of these local jokers. Tell me about the money. Tell me about what you done made rapping, how you got into it, and how you turned this into the business that it made.
Man, look, this is what happened, bro. Mm-hmm. I had little cousins and shit. I had a studio. You know, my Ace Boone, the one put out Starlito, bro. You feel me?
Right.
So when I came home, they had Star, you know, what's his name? Playboy, you know, all these papers. You see what I'm saying? Chines, you know what I mean? And shit.
Everybody
I really wasn't no rapper. I was just trying to get in the business. You see what I'm saying? So I ended up having a studio. Then you know how motherfuckers, artist's attention span is only when the fun is going on.
Yeah.
When it's the business time, the artist don't have no attention, like his whole life. Just like now, you see what Corona done did to most of these rappers.
Knocked them out.
But you know, they don't want to do it that much no more. You feel what I'm saying? And then back then, you know, where we from, it wasn't just bringing in no hell of a money. You know what I mean? So the money a motherfucker did make, shit, he was trying to put it in his pocket from making back from what he done already spent. You see what I'm saying? It's damn near like chasing your tail. After they quit rapping, man, motherfucker just tell me to get in the bullshitting one day, man, and I just get in there and do all the funny shit. I really was joking, bro. My first CD ever was Spin Something With Me, bro. The whole tape, I can't even find it. If somebody got it, I'll pay them for it.
Was that the one you remember? You don't remember you pulled up on us down here. Faye was in the studio.
In the A. Yep.
We went outside.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
You let me listen to it.
If my reel's bigger than your TV, bitch, I ain't coming in your house. Yeah.
I told you sounded like Project Pat to me. We went outside, we listened to it. I remember that. I do remember.
Yeah. Ever since then, man, I've been joking. And get what? One of my songs, it was just some funny shit, and I know y'all remember it. That pow, pow, pow shit. And that rap, man, that shit got me in there, man. I ain't bullshitting, man.
I remember that.
When you say got you in there, who turned you on to the business of it? Because it wasn't in the city. Like a lot of people, like you said, they ain't know how to make no money from rap, man. So who turned you on to the business of it, getting some money from it?
I will honestly say the Star guy really turned me on to the business of it.
That's real.
Made me stay focused on it anyway. Like, look, Shy, you got something.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let it fuck up. He said, because that was most of the Nashville. You feel me? They'll get them a little something, and motherfucker get hyped. 30 minutes down the road, they don't even know your ass.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And really, my boy Chino Chi too, though. Yeah. I got to give Chino Chi his props on that too, cause you know they had us around God and all these people. You know what I mean? G's and motherfuckers back then. You know, Grey Goose days, all this old shit. You know what I mean? Fake. Right. You know what I mean? All these people that I really didn't. You know, they were just. I was just around. Yeah. And then I really saw where most of the niggas were lacking at. You feel what I'm saying? Me being the street nigga, I'm just coming in. I'm seeing where you lacking at. You know what I mean? You feel
what was they? What weren't they doing though? Like what hole did you see that you could kind of feel and be like, oh, that's where you blowing it?
I'm gonna tell you what my homie used to tell me. You got to be both ends of the stick. You got to be the money and what you talking about. You got to be the plan and the studio. You know what I mean? You got to have the talent, the money, studio, playing. Yep. If they don't got that, man, I don't give a fuck. They can rap their ass. They can be the best. I tell them all the time, the best rapper, broken the motherfucker. Yeah. You know what I mean? Hell yeah. They don't got all that. Yeah, that's called being both ends of the stick. You know what I mean? Yo. If you the rapper and you gotta wait on a nigga to pay for your studio time all the time, you're not both ends of the stick.
That's real. Yeah. How'd you link up with Yellow Wolf, bro? That seemed random as hell.
Man, that was the best shit of my life right there, man. You hear me? Cause get what I found out too. Niggas don't buy music.
That's true.
Niggas they trying to burn your CD, get it on YouTube, all that shit, man. Listen, I linked up with Wolf and the white people and the people that do music and shit like that, man. They really buying music. They supporting. That's why I don't understand when a motherfucker get to talking about support. So me liking your picture, that's supporting you. I can do that all day. I would rather you get on here and try to download one of my songs or run my streams up or buy it. You don't never even gotta listen to it. You can, if you can, a motherfucker pull up on you and show you in their phone, hey, yeah, look, homie, I don't really like you, but I fucked with you and bought that. Get what? I'm gonna shake that man's hand, bro.
That's real.
Because I respect that more than anything, bro. You feel what I'm saying? No, because they taught me a little more too. Like, see, what I didn't learn with the I call it the black and the white side, man. Like, okay, we doing clubs and shit, right? Mm-hmm. In the club, I got to have my pistol on me and shit, watching niggas trying to snatch my jewelry, all type of shit, right? I can't sell no merch. You see what I'm saying? I got to be watching too much. I got to doing venues and arenas and all that shit, man. You can do your show, come off the stage, shake your fans' hands, take pictures and shit.
That's real.
Go back, stand at your merch table, make you some more money, man. It was a totally different thing, bro. And then so when I explain that to people and they really never done that shit goes straight over nigga head, bro.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then they look at me crazy and I tell them, look, man, yeah, my CD, I probably sold 3,000 of them, but I'm on my 11 or 12,000 hat that I sold for $45 all the way out of that CD. So one hat damn near bought 5 CDs every time.
Nope. That's real.
Tell me a little bit about Change the Vibe. Speaking of streaming, I know you got the new one on the streaming with your boy Chris. Tell me a little bit about
Flair,
that.
Man. That's my artist, Chris Flair, man. got a few artists, you know, I signed and shit, man. You know, I try to invest my money, help out. You know what I mean? And shit, you know what I mean? But Chris Fly, real dope. It's changed the vibe. I got that Tony Montana on there and that, you know what I mean, top down. It's more on changing the vibe. Like, you know what I mean? You know, it's a lot of bullshit going on in the world. You pop that in, you listening to it, you gonna roll you one, and I hope you forget everything going on for why these 4 songs is playing.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I call changing the vibe, you know what I mean?
What Chris Fly from?
He from Ohio.
So when you on the road, I seen you on tour with Yellow Wolf and those guys. Do you find artists and sign them if they got dope shit? Like, how that whole road process work?
Hell yeah, that's what you do. Man,
you got anybody from the city? You signed any artists from the city?
No.
Don't do them like that, cuz. Don't do the city like this, man.
I ain't gonna do the city. See the difference between in the city, it's like, I go back to that where I'm finna explain to you again, like signing your homie.
Okay.
You don't want to be your homeboy boss, do you?
That's a good point.
You feel me? You can be, but you don't want to be. Cause that go back to me when I got to correct you as being the boss and the employee. They're gonna throw the friend shit in there. We thought we was homies. No, this business now. We business. You know what I mean? But motherfuckers just, you know what I mean? And then that's another thing in Nashville, they never got that, man. I don't think nobody fully turned the music shit to business around here yet. You know what I mean? You feel me? Motherfuckers can laugh their ass off and joke, but 3 hours this way down y'all way, they getting off, signing people, and motherfuckers got major deals and shit. 2 hours the other way, it's still going down in, you know what I mean, M-Town, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So I'll be trying to figure out, is it the politics of Nashville or is the people in Nashville?
That's true.
And I really think the people doing it, because the people control the politics and shit, you know what I mean? So if y'all remember that nigga that came here and did that radio station, it was like on 106, his name was Taz Daddy or some shit back then, bro.
Yeah.
You don't remember, dude? Like, he could just walk up and pay him, he gonna play your shit on the radio, bro. And they fired that man and got him away around here and turned that station to talk radio.
You think it's because Memphis people got an example and Atlanta people got an example of people that have made it, so they feel like they can make it too? In Nashville, we ain't necessarily got a bunch of examples like that, so people don't really think they can do it, so they don't want to put the work in. Something like that?
No, because more money go through Nashville on music tip than Memphis and Atlanta put together.
That's true. Yeah.
And we can't get just a little chip of it.
Start from a business tip. I mean, there are some. Star had a good run. He had a good run. Like you said, he taught you some stuff too. So, I mean, there's some small examples, but there are some there, but it's not a lot like Memphis. I agree.
Yeah.
What that tour life was like though, man, y'all went around the country, didn't you?
Yeah, man. See, that's another thing I done killed them, man. I done been on 5 major ones, man. Didn't even know how to hold the mic. Look, I was up there some nights like this. Didn't even know what the fuck going on, man. You hear me?
Yeah.
I had to get back and practice. That's what I used to tell niggas, man. Listen, homie, I ain't ashamed to tell no. Man, I used to get back, look in the mirror, man, tell myself, man, they're gonna laugh at you. So if you don't want this to be funny, you better take it serious, my nigga.
That's
you know what I mean? Man, listen, man, homie. This how I tell the motherfucker, man. This me too now. This me. The CUB, you know everybody, you know what I mean? Homie, I'm getting up there doing real trap music for 3,000-4,000 white people, bro. That damn near really don't understand what I'm talking about. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I got their attention now, right? So my thing was, okay, I got y'all motherfucking attention. If I got to get up here and talk about your mama, nigga, I'm finna do that. You see what I'm saying? Fuck my rap then. Cut that goddamn music off. I seen you laughing.
Yeah.
Goddamn. Yeah, this fat motherfucker down here at the front row, they laughing at me. I'm gonna turn the show on your ass.
Yeah.
And that help you get more comfortable with it.
Man, I'm talking about, man,
ass
got
up.
me to the point where, man, you hand me the mic, man, your ass grass.
Yeah,
Goddamn it, I'm ready now, baby. Yeah.
Coming up where we come from, you gotta be able to defend you to tear nigga ass up. Like, yeah,
Man,
got you.
okay then. Goddamn
Okay.
it, okay then. Everybody that come from where we come from, no.
Nope.
If you don't know how to tear no nigga ass up, you might need to be quiet or go sit in the corner.
Your ass is grass.
Or your ass grass. Yeah.
Hey man, I know you got some new shit on the way too, man. How you say CookUpBoss in Russian?
Boss Godofsky. Yes.
Man, how you come up with that?
CookUp got fans way in Russia. Man, this shit is out of control, bro. You hear me? They call me Boss Godofsky. That's the boss of cooking over there. Look how it's spelled over there. Look at that. That's how they spell it and everything. Man, these Russians made all this shit for me, man.
That's hard.
This shit is crazy, man. Thank you, Jesus. Yeah, thank you, Jesus. Yeah,
that's killer.
That's hard.
For real, man. This shit real life, man. That's why I get on now. I know I can sometimes I might go overboard, but I tell these motherfuckers, man, listen. The nigga that couldn't rap has passed you. You ought to feel some type of way about that. That's what I'm trying to do. And then it's to the point where I want to talk about them so much that they turn great. You know where I can man, I want to show that nigga. Fuck that nigga. You feel what I'm saying, homie? If that's what my town needs, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be the nigga. I can be the sacrifice. I've never planned on being no fucking rapper in the first motherfucking place. You feel what I'm saying? So if I got to be the motherfucker to tell everybody, hey man, you ain't nothing. For you to be great, I'm gonna be that, bro.
And what's sick of you, son?
See, people don't understand this shit, man. They stupid. They got too much feelings in this shit, man. If they just look at it for what it is and quit trying to critique every goddamn thing and cry and all that, man. Hey, man, I ain't got time for that shit, man.
Real. I get it. Well,
first, that's why you're an unrapper, not a rapper, right?
Man, I'll keep trying to tell them. Man, only time y'all gonna see me get up here is cry if CookUp can't pay his bills. If I can't take care of my children and shit, man, I'm gonna be on this motherfucker crying like a motherfucker. I'm gonna have all my problems up here. That's like asking a motherfucker, hey man, stay out of my business. But you put it on the internet.
That's true. It's open season.
Okay then, that's what I'm trying to. You telling me stay out your business, but it's on the internet. You made it my business.
You ain't lying. I know the album come out Halloween, right?
Hell yeah, Boss Godofsky, man. I got them slappers on there, man. You know what I mean? I'm dropping Thanksgiving too. Yeah, I mean, I own my own masters and all that. See, they didn't know this shit is a business, man. I didn't get signed. I made a partnership. See, people, all them didn't understand that my Yellow Wolf thing was a partnership. That motherfucker said shady / Slamerican / shite life on there. You know what I mean? See, they didn't understand that. See, I'm gonna play the role the best way they told me to play it. You know what I mean? My mama sent me here to get our check and go back home, and we can talk about each other now. You know what I mean? I laugh at what I did fucked up, and if I fucked up or however it be, I'm gonna do that you know what I mean? While I'm taking that check to the bank.
That's a hustler mentality.
Hey, where you trying to take it, man? I know you got some 2021 shit planned or some big dog shit. Like, where you trying to take the game though? What's next?
Man, I really, for real though, homie, I would rather see one of these motherfuckers around here get on, bro. Instead of, I just keep pushing my line because I got the line to push. You see what I'm saying? Till my line run dry, I'm gonna keep pushing that motherfucker. You see what I'm saying?
Real.
But I would rather see one of these other people get on, man, and do their thing, man, and just let me get in. I'm that guy, bro. I ain't trying to, you know what I mean? I didn't see the beautiful thing about it is I never planned on being a rapper or none of that shit, bro. You know what I mean? When the opportunity was presented to me, I just took my opportunity.
Yo.
You see what I'm saying? And what rappers don't know is consistency. You don't got to be the best rapper, man. Some of these motherfuckers, man, dumb in the box of goddamn rocks. Y'all hear it every day. They ain't rapping that shit, man. The engineer piecing that shit together. Cause after 4-5 albums of that shit, you on to the next motherfucker. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if the rapper ain't consistent with his own shit and trying to, you know what I mean, and trying to convince you that he is an artist and you to like his art, other than that, man, these motherfuckers dead. You see, they don't got nothing. They ain't got no more money on their ear, or they ain't got no goddamn money on their Insta. You know what I mean?
It's quiet.
They ain't got nobody to beef with or nothing. No. It ain't interesting no more.
Yeah,
that's true.
It have been different out here, man. And you done found a way to stay alive with this Sick of You Sundays, man. And we enjoy it over here on OndeckTV.
Man, tear their ass up, baby. Yeah.
Anytime.
Yeah, me.
Every time, man. We sure appreciate you stopping by, man. We really appreciate the cook up, man. We had a good time.
Yeah, man. I appreciate y'all having me, man. You know what I mean?
That's a fact, man.
You already know. We're going to be on the lookout for that new one on Halloween. I can't pronounce it. I'm going to fuck it up if I try to pronounce it, man. I'm going to fuck it up. Hey, there it is, man. The one and only CookUpBoss, man. Make sure y'all follow him on Instagram. I'm Sick of You Sundays. Go crazy. Check out that new project, Cook Up. We appreciate it, man, as always, man. Man, we are back. That was CUB, CookUpBoss. Y'all make sure y'all check out his new project dropping Halloween. I still don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm not going to try, man. Dope interview with CUB, though, for sure.
Cook Up in Russian, man. I really enjoyed that, man. I really enjoy how he was able to walk us through how he was able to profit off what he did. And absolutely. What he does, if it ain't necessarily just selling a million records, selling hats and merch and those good things. We really appreciate that conversation, man. Shout out to Cook Up.
Good looking, Cook Up. Man, before we get out of here, we got some wins and some losses. First, we got a W2 Jay-Z. He is now in the legal marijuana business. He's got his own strain called Monogram. Are you checking for the Monogram?
Man, I hope, as long as it ain't as expensive as Ace of Spades. I ain't trying to get no Ace of Spades or weed, nigga, because only too much more you can add to that shit to make it more stronger. So, nigga, I know Jay gonna try to come out with some whole high ass expensive rappery. So I'll try it, but
I was just about to ask, how much different realistically can it be? Is it like champagne? Because champagne can only be so much different.
It's similar. Like there is, I mean, some stuff will make you higher, some stuff you make you more productive. It just depends on like the indica, sativa, but it ain't. If you smoking good weed, it ain't that much difference. Unless like if you smoking dirt or you smoking good weed or me, like those are the only differences. Once you get to a certain level, all of that shit gets you pretty high.
Monogram. We got another W2, Travis Scott. His 2020 just keeps getting better. He is named as the creative partner for PlayStation 5. Another W for Travis Scott.
If somebody would have told you that a rapper would have been with McDonald's, Sony,
Fortnite,
Jordan, Fortnite, like would you have picked Travis Scott?
Nigga, in the same year.
Jeez. Niggas want to talk about MVP and W. Paved the way. Drake is envious of Travis Scott's 2020.
Yeah.
And that's a crazy thing to say.
Now, that's a fact. No details as to what it even means as a creative partner, but it doesn't even matter. That Cactus Jack logo has been put on everything. Big boy brands, nigga. PS5?
That's
crazy. We got a W to Drake fans like myself. He released a trailer for his new album, Certified Lover Boy, coming January 2021. Let's go. Shit.
Name
Let's
like
go.
that, man. It's got to be a classic. I'm calling it now. 5 mics. You name your album Certified Lover Boy.
It better be fire.
Fire.
It better be
out the gate. He better be spitting flames. I'm talking about like a nigga better make Benny and Westside, like them Griselda niggas that be ripping it. Like Conway got to get him on the phone after the first bar. Like, nigga, you going crazy, nigga. Certified Lover Boy. You gonna have that merch too.
Yeah. So I seen the merch already. The merch already kind of slick leaked, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
They got Nike merch, which is crazy.
Cheat code.
Real quick update to Hurricane Chris. We reported on this a couple of episodes ago. He was caught up in a self-defense case, or what he claimed to be self-defense. He has now been charged with second-degree murder. That is not a good look. His court date is set for January 5th. Damn.
That's rough right there, man.
Remember,
we initially reported on it, like you said, they thought it was a carjacking. Then Hurricane Chris said he bought the car from a nigga, and that nigga stole the car. Yep. And this nigga ran up on him, said it was his car. So a whole lot of stuff going down. Condolences to everybody involved with that, man. And hope the best possible outcomes come from it.
That's a fact. On deck of the week, we are going to Patreon. Another subscriber. Shout out to Bakari S. We appreciate that. Enjoy that content, man. We got reviews on reviews, and we got sports shit going on over there too. We got movie shit going on over there. We got fashion shit going on over there. So triple salute to Bakari S, newest Patreon subscriber. We appreciate it.
We appreciate Bakari, man. He's been rocking with us for a long time too, in the rap chat and all those different places. So we definitely appreciate it, man. And the rap chat launched today, 4 years ago, I think. I got a notification on Facebook.
Anniversary, man. That was a good call out.
Absolutely, man.
What you got to put me on?
This is gonna surprise some longtime fans of this show. My put on for this week is a podcast. It's Joe Rogan's podcast.
I would have never guessed.
Featuring Kanye West.
I see you, boy.
An amazing conversation. In my opinion, Kanye West should stick to long format communication. Because I understand a lot more after him talking for 3 hours to Joe Rogan than I've understood anything he said in the last 10 years. It's just because like Rogan gave him the freedom just to get his thoughts out and like actually tell you what he's trying to do. And after hearing that, like, I think his friend, Kanye West's friends, do him a disservice. Like letting him run for president and do all of this dumb shit. Like, dude got some for real deal, like world-changing ideas. Yep. He just doesn't seem to surround himself with people that help him accomplish those goals. And if I took anything away from that, it's that like you gotta, as much as you can think and as big a thinker as he is, you gotta put people around you that nurture that. They like to keep you in line and like make sure that those big ideas get accomplished. Like, that was a dope ass interview, dude. And you know I'm not here for any Kanye content. That was a really good interview. I was tapped in. I've listened to 2 hours and 30 minutes of it. I got like 40 minutes left, and all of that shit is good. I highly recommend that Kanye West interview.
Yeah, I checked out. I checked out about 30 minutes of it. So what? I got about 9 hours left.
Yeah, 2 hours left. That shit was fire, dude.
Yeah, no, it was good. I speak Kanye fluently, so
yeah, I don't.
This I already kind of know, at least I think I know, or I have an understanding of what it is. A lot of times that he's trying to say, and I do agree, long form definitely works for him, because him at a radio station trying to think of an answer in 10 seconds, like it doesn't work for somebody like him. But then I also follow him a lot. So these concepts that you're speaking of, I've probably heard him talk about them or at least tweet about them already.
Like the farming and the biodegradable shit.
Yeah, tough. Yeah. He spoke on stuff like that in spurts and different interviews, and so I get what he's trying to do. I don't agree with everything that he's doing with the presidential stuff. I think it's a waste of time. And a couple other
That's
things.
my point. That was my point about Friends. Like somebody should, like the things that he want to do don't come with being president of the United States. Like I get more why he's running because of the ideas that he has, but that ain't you don't get that shit done by being president. Like Elon Musk not trying to be president.
I was just about to say that. He
like,
owns some Elon Musk.
Yeah, like he owns some Elon Musk. Like what's your boy from Apple, Steve Jobs? Like he more in that lane. So I would continue philanthropy and making more money, as much money as he can to do those things. But that whole like whoever is advising him on presidency, telling him that shit's a good idea, like he needs some stronger men around him. I feel like because one of the things he said about Joe Rogan that really stuck out to me, the reason he said he was able to be like so open with Rogan, he was like, I've never had an interview like this where I didn't feel like it was somebody from high school like just trying to get back at me. Like it wouldn't. He said most of the interviews, people have an agenda. They have this idea in their head of who I am, so they kind of approach me that way.
Yep.
Like me or don't like me, they just have this set agenda. And he's like Joe Rogan. He's like, you're different because you just let me talk. Like you let me be who I really am. I didn't feel threatened by it, so I was able to be like more coherent in my opinion. But that shit was good, man. That was a good ass interview.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out, man. Real quick, what I got to put you on. Shout out to our guy Wash, put us on a new show, The Undoing, on HBO. I checked out the first episode. I'm fucking with it. It's in the same vein as Big Little Lies. You know, those 1% problems. It's a mini series, 6 episodes. I love those, straight to the point. We got a beginning, a middle, and the end. So as long as they're able to stick the landing, this one should be solid as well. It is on HBO. It's got Nicole Kidman and some other people who I don't know. But stay tuned, because it could fall off, but the first episode was solid. I'm fucking with it.
HBO be cooking lately. It just got through
Very true.
Lovecraft Country. HBO gets it in.
Absolutely, man. Hey, listen, we appreciate y'all tuning in. If this is your first time, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Go to youtube.com/realville. Subscribe. Follow us on OndeckTV Podcast on IG, and join the rap chat too, man. Facebook, rap chat, search for the groups. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Every Wednesday, come support The Real. We out.